This is 5 Minutes to Change Your Life. My name is Joanne Mallon. I'm an author and coach. I love helping people make wee changes that make a massive difference in their lives. Give me 5 minutes of your time today. Just might change your life. Hey, what about you? So we are now at the point in the year when everybody's forgotten about their New Year resolutions. If you even made any, because I didn't. And all we have now is who we're going to be and how we're going to be this year. And I, for one, I'm still looking for joy right now. And I tell you what, I'm finding it with the help of some lovely guests. I love hearing about other people's passions and enthusiasm. It's really inspiring and it's really, really uplifting. So I've got another dose of inspiration for you today. I'm delighted to welcome a return visit from a lovely friend of the podcast today, all the way from Australia. It's the wonderful author and broadcaster Sheridan Stewart. Now, you might have seen Sheridan's book. It's called I Am Enough, the 90-Day Challenge to Find Contentment. Fantastic book. I hope you get a chance to check it out. And actually, that reminds me that reading is another big source of joy for me. And I find that I'm reading more than ever right now. I discovered that the libraries have this app called BorrowBox, where you can order ebooks, audiobooks, even magazines from the comfort of your own home. How about that? You don't even have to go down the library to visit the library. Isn't that brilliant? So that's what's been giving me joy. What's been giving you joy? Hey, I asked Sheridan what brings her joy, and this is what she said.
Joyful January. Look, I'm one of those very driven people. Some would say a high achiever, an overachiever, but often I've struggled to allow whatever success I've had to be enough. It's always felt too small. We're meant to reach for the stars, right? It's a little bit of a recipe for burnout. I have had a lot of satisfaction in my life. I've done meaningful work, but somewhere along the way, I forgot how to have fun. I didn't prioritise pleasure, and even when I was kicking those proverbial goals way out of the ballpark, I wasn't exactly joyful. So this time last year, I set out on a mission to increase joy. There's been a lot of talk about happiness over the last couple of years, but I don't know, there's a lot associated with the word happy. Laughter, giggling, smiling, raucous good times, socialising. The word I decided to focus on instead was joy. What gives me a sense of joy? Here's what I came up with. This year, I will increase joy through art, dance, time in nature, inspiring people and events, fun and adventure. I started small with a weekly no lights, no lycra event. So this gets you dancing in the dark. It doesn't matter what you look like, how uncoordinated you are, what you're wearing, how fit you are. I wasn't, any of the above. But in that very first session, I found myself grinning like a Cheshire cat, just dancing in the dark and smiling. It was so much fun. Soon I added a daily online video where I dance along for around about 20 minutes. And next thing you know, a year later, I'm the fittest I have been in decades. I also have started making an effort to hang out with people who inspire me, not always by what they do, but by who they are. Once a week I go to a printmaking class. I am a total beginner, but the people there are kind, they're generous, they're just so lovely to be around, and I get to switch off that very driven side of me and simply create. I also chose to cut back on work a fair bit, which means cutting back on income. At the same time, my elderly mother-in-law has gone into residential care, and we live around a 7 to 8 hour drive away. We visit her once a month. So you can imagine that becomes a fairly expensive event. However, to add the fun and adventure, my love and I pack the car, we take our own food, we take our camping gear, we find free campsites, we hit the road and we spend time visiting my mother-in-law, which of course brings me joy, but also have the pleasure of being in the outdoors. There are so many free, fun and affordable ways that you can increase joy in your life. So I encourage you to start exploring. Have a joyful January and remember, you are enough.
Thank you so much for that, Sheridan. I really like the sound of that dancing in the dark thing. That is absolutely right up my street. I'm going to do that lights off. Are we all in? I hope you listening, you're going to join in, do a bit of dancing in the dark as well. Just turn the lights off and away you go. So make sure you check out the book I Am Enough by Sheridan Stewart. And of course, join me next time for more Joyful January.